Right then, lads, welcome back to Cossy's Arsenal podcast. My name is Cossy, and from James Maddison to Andre Correa to Peter Zielinski, all the names that have been mentioned in the window, right from Emi Buendia, finally, Arsenal have found themselves in number 10. Here we go. Fabrizio Romano has confirmed it. Arsenal have signed Martin Odegaard from Real Madrid. The deal is going to be around 35 to 40 million euros. We are going to try to dive into the details of that deal. We're going to try to dive into it. Make sure you do smash a like at the video. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel as well. Let's get the party started. Yes, lads. Yes, guys. Yes, guys. Yes, guys. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Cossy. We are back again. Make sure you do smash a like on the video if you feel like you love the content, and if you feel like you love Martin Odegaard, do smash a like on the video. But if you do not like Martin Odegaard, let me know in the comments below why you think you do not like Martin Odegaard. Okay. In the morning, I told you it was we had agreed a deal in principle with Real Madrid, and the deal to sign Martin Odegaard has finally been complete, confirmed by Fabrizio Romano on his YouTube channel, confirmed by Fabrizio Romano as well on his Twitter handle. Finally, it's a here we go. Finally, it's a done deal. Martin Odegaard will be the new number 10 the Arsenal work with for the next 4 years. Interesting piece of stuff at the end. One of the things Fabrizio has actually talked about in that on that deal as it was being completed is he has said Arsenal waited for Martin Odegaard right from day one of this transfer window. We waited for Martin Odegaard right from day one of this transfer window, and he also said there were less chances. There were very few chances of Martin Odegaard joining Arsenal because Real Madrid wanted to sell either Odegaard or Isco. However, because they failed to get a deal for Isco, they have decided with Carlo Ancelotti, they have decided to sell Martin Odegaard. What is surprising for me is the price and is the money, and we'll try to dive into that a little bit. Probably try to dive into it a little bit, what I think about the price. But Fabrizio has said a deal. He said that a deal that he's been reporting about on a daily basis as the priority has finally come through. Arsenal are reportedly preparing to make the player appear against Chelsea. They want to register him before Friday so that he can actually appear against Chelsea. Does it change anything in the Chelsea game? I would love to hear your thoughts on that. I would love to know what you people are thinking about Martin Odegaard probably featuring against Chelsea. Does it change anything? Does it change the result? I'm not really sure about that. But as well, I've been looking at a very interesting piece from whoscored.com. And we're gonna go through this piece together. Wonderful, great work from the people at whoscored.com. So make sure you do smash a like on the video. Give them a like and give me a like as well because I looked for the content as well. Okay. Basically, what they did is they tried to put up a little comparison of the two players, Martin Odegaard and James Maddison, and they called it Arsenal's 35 million dilemma. And that's why I said probably we will talk about the price. Probably we need to talk about the price of these two players. James Maddison, who's 70 million pounds, and Martin Odegaard, who's less than 30 million pounds because he's 35 million euros. If you convert that, you're getting around 30 or 29 million pounds. So what they did is try to put they tried to put out an article. They put a piece together, trying to compare the two and maybe try to tell us the fans that signing Martin Odegaard is not a bad decision. So this is what, let's try to go this article, and maybe by the end we will try to live with the fact that now our number 10, our new creative midfielder, is Martin O. Okay. So this is what it said. It's said to be another important summer on Arsenal, and while the club have looked to add experience to their squad in recent years, relying on their academy to provide the youthful blend, there appears to be a change of tack in a bid to make immediate return to European football, having finished last season in 8th. The Londoners have signed Nuno Tavares as much needed cover at left back, Albert Sambilekonga in midfield, and I expected to complete a big money move for Brighton's Ben White for the week before the week is out. This piece was written in July. Okay, so they say next on the agenda for the Gunners appears to be bolstering the creativity in their squad, following on from the extension of Emile Smith-Rowe's contract. While the graduate has been handed number 10 shot, the number 10 shot for next season, it's another it's another number 10 that is seemingly the priority on Mikel Arteta's wish list, with two front runners for the role already identified. The first option would be an attempt to make Martin Odegaard's loan move from Real Madrid a permanent one, following a stint in London last season. The alternative would appear to be a long-term target, James Maddison from Leicester City, but crucially, there is reportedly huge disparity in the asking price for each. Indeed, while Real Madrid are believed to be willing to accept a fee in the region of 35 million for Odegaard, this was written in July. Leicester are thought to be demanding twice that for Maddison. So how do the two compare? And do the stats justify the vast difference in valuation? All right. First of all, it would be remiss not to mention the limited sample size we are working with when it comes to Odegaard. While one could look to the Norwegians' numbers in La Liga and the Eredivisie with Real Sociedad and Vitesse respectively, it's his ability to cope with the rigors of the Premier League that will be vital in Arsenal's decision. So those are the numbers we have assessed. All right. Okay. And they're saying well on the face of it, the 23-year-old didn't settle. Didn't set the league alight following his January switch, with a modest return of 1 goal and 2 assists in 14 Premier League appearances. His underlying numbers were encouraging, if unspectacular. Chief among Odegaard's assets is his composure and ability to retain possession, even in advanced areas, which is something that unsurprisingly appeases Mikel Arteta. On the flip side, he could perhaps be criticized for not taking too many risks with the ball, but for a young player adapting to a new and improved league, to be a little cautious is, in his attempt to make a strong first impression is understandable. An average of 1.6 key passes from open play per 90 is a solid return regardless, and slightly superior to James Maddison's average of 1.5 for the Foxes last season. Odegaard did, in fact, outscore the Englishman in number of attacking metrics in the Premier League last season. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. So they're saying he held another marginal advantage in terms of successful dribbles per 90. 1.4 for Odegaard, 1.2 for James Maddison, and as mentioned, showed greater ability to keep the ball. His 20.2 accurate passes per 90 in the final third was a significant improvement on James Maddison's 15.7, whilst his overall passing accuracy of 90.9%, second of all attacking midfielders in the Premier League last season, once more blew Maddison's 83.3% out of the water. The biggest difference in terms of the two in Maddison's favor was all the important end product. At least as far as shots at goal are concerned, not shot on confidence. The 24-year-old rattled off a lofty 3.2 shots per 90 last season, and was rewarded with 8 goals. It was his best tally in the top flight, despite seeing his playing time restricted by injury, starting 24 of 31 appearances. And that goal threat is among the most pivotal factors when it comes to the valuation of the pair. So if you look at the two, and how you can actually compare them, I mean, there's so many stats we've looked at as as per the report from. Come on. As per the report from WhoScored.com, shots per 90, Odegaard averages 1.6 and 3.2 for James Maddison. Open play key passes 1.6 for Odegaard, 1.5 for James Maddison. Dribbles 1.4 for Odegaard, 1.2 for James Maddison. Successful passes in the final third 20.2, 15.7. Passing accuracy 90 for Odegaard and 83.3 for Maddison. Possession 1, 0.7 for Odegaard and 0.6 for 0.7 for Odegaard and 0.6 for James Maddison. So it looks like, I mean, if you look at this report, they basically don't. I mean, if you look at the statistics, basically the difference is in the goal scoring and risk taking, and I think we've spoken about it before, and maybe that just justifies the reason as to why Odegaard is 35 and James Maddison is 70. But as well, if you look at the most important attributes of the number 10, I think Odegaard has got 60% of them. The question is, do we have a manager then that can transform Odegaard into the player that benefits the club? Can Mikel Arteta bring out the best in Martin Odegaard? That is the best question. And that is the basic question. Passing accuracy is fine. Key passes is fine. Shots per 90 is 0. That is the question. Can Mikel Arteta work on Martin Odegaard? Is Mikel Arteta the one? Because for me, if Odegaard had moved to Borussia Dortmund, and I reckon Jude Bellingham could be a little bit ahead of Martin Odegaard in the coming 2 or 3 years, I reckon. Because look, if Odegaard had moved from Norway to Dortmund or to Ajax, I think he would have been one of the greatest talents now, and he's still one of the best talents we have. But the fact that he went to Real Madrid And he was, how old was he? 15, 16? He didn't get the playing time that he wanted or he thought he would get as a wonder kid. And then he went out on a couple of loan spells where I think he did well, especially on Vitesse and Real Sociedad. Then moving to Arsenal now, he's falling into the hands of a manager who appreciates him, and that's very important. As a player, you want to fall into the hands of a manager who actually appreciates you, a manager who thinks you are the center of his world, a manager who thinks that you are the key. And I think, look, I'm never gonna change my season preview. I said Pepe is the key, and with a lot of inconsistency and nonsense that he's doing on the pitch, I still think Pepe is the key to our season. Not Martin Odegaard, not Saka, not Emile Smith Rowe. I think this season, watch out for Nicola Pepe. He is the key to Arsenal. He's gonna be the key. So when we say, or when I come out and say, Odegaard is a great player, but he's not falling into the right hands, I'm absolutely right. I'm absolutely right. Because for me, if Odegaard is falling into the hands of a Pep Guardiola, it would be absolutely different. It would be absolutely different. But the fact that he's falling into the hands of Mikel Arteta, can Mikel Arteta improve him? I don't reckon that. I absolutely don't reckon that. Right. I don't reckon that. Unless there is anyone out there that tells you what, Cossy, I reckon Mikel will actually make him one of the greatest players we've ever seen, because he has the ability. But it will take a manager. It will take it will take some extra polishing to make Odegaard the player, to make Odegaard the James Maddison we want to sign. The risk taking that involves taking more shots on goal, scoring more goals. Look, I think Odegaard can score 5 goals in a season. I think he can do 10 assists in a season, I think. But his potential, his ceiling is actually above than that. He actually has, he actually has a bigger potential to become a world-class player than any other player in the Arsenal side. Forgive me if you're a big fan of Saka. Forgive me if you're a big fan of Smith Rowe. I'm a big fan of them as well. But I think Odegaard and his talent and what he can do is actually, guarantees him a lot in terms of success. So what exactly do we get from Martin Odegaard? I'm just gonna keep this screen for a while, and then I'll change it when we go into the comments. So what exactly then do we get from Martin Odegaard? That is the question. Let us try to, first and foremost, whether he's registered for the Chelsea game or not. I think our odds, our chances of winning against Chelsea are absolutely very low. Very, very low. So I don't think Odegaard then turns into a catalyst for Arsenal to win against Chelsea. I don't see that happen. It would be great if Odegaard came in against Chelsea, makes 2 assists, scores 1 goal, and we beat Chelsea 3-2 or 3-1. It would be absolutely great. I mean, everyone would be absolutely happy. And I do reckon that Odegaard will be one of those players that give us a lift. Because in that Brentford game, if you looked at it, there was nothing. There was nothing going on. We had the possession, around 66% of it, but there was nothing going on, on the pitch. So what Odegaard would give us is he would be our eyes, just like James Maddison would. So and that's what, maybe that's one of the reasons as to why I would take a player like Odegaard at the moment, because he would be the eyes of Arsenal Football Club going forward. Because right now we are like a moving vehicle with a blind pilot, with a blind driver. That is what someone blind is driving an automobile, and if you have players like Obasame Lokonga and Granit Xhaka that feel their responsibility is to sit back and get this ball and just distribute it fairly and squarely, you don't have the eyes, you don't have that special ability to break down a team. That is what happened against Brentford. We played well. Oh, did we play well? I'm not really sure about that, but we played, and I think we played shit. Honestly, we played shit, but we didn't have anything. We didn't have anything in terms of getting into the final third and break down Brentford. It was more like last season. It wasn't new. We had seen that kind of Arsenal that has the ball. It's like having this phone all the time, and you just can't break it. You just can't use it. You have the phone all the time. You're holding it, but you just can't use it. So for me, with Martin Odegaard, I still believe Arsenal are getting a player that will be the eyes. Whether you believe it's gonna be a massive upgrade, I don't know, and I don't care. Whether I think it's gonna be a massive upgrade or not, I would care less. But I think still he adds a building block. And he just brings out that that kind of picture that Arsenal are trying to do. And that's why I believe Mikel is going to be here for a longer period of time. There's someone, this is according to Slap and Club. I'll do you a favor. You called Slap on what? I would love to do you a favor. Slap and Clap. I'll do you a favor and block you. Okay. Nice. Okay. So blocked. Slap and Clap blocked. So please don't chat shit in my comments. If you feel like, you know what, you don't agree with me and you feel like you can't tolerate it, you leave the channel. As simple as that. Okay. So Odegaard comes in. Aaron Ramsdale, I still reckon Aaron Ramsdale will come in as well. I don't know if you're bringing in Aaron Ramsdale as a goalkeeper that has the potential to replace Leno, probably in the years to come. I'm not really sure about that. Probably 2 years or 3 years from now. But Ramsdale as a backup goalkeeper will come in. And I've done a reaction of Aaron Ramsdale on my second channel on Cossy 90 more, and I still believe he's a great, he would be a great player. 32 million, ridiculous price. That is my. I mean, if we could get him at 15 million, the problem is that he's English, so we have to pay the premium. That is my problem. We have to pay the premium. So Odegaard, Ramsdale, you feel Arsenal still stepping back in the same season we had last season. Still stepping back. Yes, Odegaard comes, and because at the moment when if Odegaard comes in, there is something more to it. There is something better, more. We're getting something more to it, but still, you would feel like Arsenal have not moved inches further. David Luiz is replaced by Ben White. Well, I mean, look, I don't believe. I think Ben White had a stinker at the beginning of the season in the first game, and I don't think he's gonna have stinkers all through, right? So I don't think he's gonna have stinkers all through to get just to make it right. So apart from that, away from that, I also don't feel like, and this is purely my opinion, I don't think Ben White is a massive upgrade to David Luiz. Okay, I don't feel like that. Of course, it's one for the future, absolutely one for the future, but not a massive upgrade to David Luiz. Okay, we got that. Obasame Lokonga, for me, is one of the best signings we've made in this summer. And the reason there is many people will look at, including me, we will look at him as one for the future, and maybe Partey will play with Xhaka, but we will be surprised if and this is purely, I think Lokonga will be a regular player for Arsenal. I think Albert Lokonga will be a regular player for Arsenal. And the reason is what he provides us with. One, we didn't have last season. Two, no other player can provide. That's it. And that's why I think among all the players we've brought in, Abusambi Lokonga ticks all the boxes for the role he was brought in. He's even better than Thomas Partey in playing that CDM role. Because he's a clean tackler, very disciplined, and if you look at how come he is on and off the ball, that is what you want from a CDM. You just pray for Thomas Partey to come back, because what he does is he's gonna give Thomas Partey that that freedom, that that mandate to go forward and create chances and do all the Thomas Partey roles he can do. So apart from Abusambi Lokonga, I don't feel like there is another massive signing that is going to impact our season. Odegaard will not massively impact our season. Ben White will not massively impact our season. Aaron Ramsdale will not massively impact our season. And Nuno Tavares will not as well. So I still stick to my Premier League predictions. I still to my Premier League prediction. I think Arsenal will finish best 6 or 7th. That is where we will finish. Either 6th or 7th. But what do you think, people? I'd love to get your thoughts in as well. Probably I should read them from my phone. Okay. Some of you have really funny fonts on your phones, and when I see them, I get confused. Okay, I'd love to see what are you people saying in the chat. What are you people saying in the chat? I start from MD, who says, well, how about Houssem Aouar? At the moment, there is no breakthrough. At the moment, there is no breakthrough in regards to Houssem Aouar. There is no breakthrough in regards to Houssem Aouar. Okay, but I think if we had Odegaard and Houssem Aouar, that would be a massive. That would be a massive midfield. That would be massive midfield, because what Odegaard doesn't have is the risk taking. What Aouar has is risk taking. Aouar has the ability. He loves taking the risks, and he's always good at taking the risks. So I would absolutely love to see him at Arsenal Football Club. I would absolutely love to see him, because he takes the risks. He loves scoring the goals, and he loves at least trying to to create the chances. I do like him because I always see him his style in Master Ozil. So it is good to have him. King's Vavin Fredo says he looks at Odegaard as Master Ozil, and I think, look, I'm not trying to we are not trying to compare the two, but Odegaard still has that ability. He's trying. He has the ability to allow players to play around him. He has the ability to just slow down play a little bit and then pick out a pass. That is Martin Odegaard for you, and it's gonna do it regularly. It's gonna do it regularly. That's one of the things I really do like about Martin Odegaard. So the question for me is, how consistently can Martin Odegaard slow down the game and pick out a pass? That is brilliant, because with Mesut Ozil, that was what is so brilliant about him. Slows down the game and then picks out a pass. Slows down the game and then picks out a pass. If Martin Odegaard can also do the same on a more consistent basis, probably 4 times a game, 4 times per 90, 4 times per 90. Slow down the game, pick out a pass. Slow down the game, pick out a pass. It would be very interesting to see. Who is stronger on the ball between them? I think Odegaard is stronger on the ball between them. Jody, I think Odegaard is stronger on the ball, and that's why he has a better ball retention ability than Maddison. That doesn't mean Maddison is not good. Yes, he can change game against Chelsea, but we can lose second Premier League against Chelsea on Sunday. Okay. Odegaard is a nice player. We should just accept rather than if we couldn't get anyone when the window closes. Since Maddison deal was complicated, they were too high. We should just accept and support. There's no question about that. I don't question that. We should just accept the fact that Odegaard is now, a national player, and we've got to support him as well. Okay. What are you lot saying in the chat, right? Thomas says hi, Cossy. How are you doing, Thomas? Any news about Awa? Not seen anything, not seen anything about that. Okay. Definitely, yes, this is according to Ronald. Because sincerely speaking, even if it was me, I would go for Ode, because those English guys are overrated for no good reason. Give me your view as our senior Arsenal man, bro. Because how are you doing? Hope you're doing well, Albert. Look, I think the word overrated when it comes to English players, I would say premium. There is that kind of premium you have to pay. 80 for Maguire, 60 for Maddison, 50 for Chilwell. I mean, there is always that kind of premium you have to pay. And it's so different from, because look, let's just try to look at this a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, sorry for that. Sorry. So sorry for that. Okay, so if you look at the stats between these two, once if Odegaard is 35, then James Maddison should be 50 or 45. But James Maddison is actually 70, and Martin Odegaard is 35. So you just feel like there is this kind of premium you're paying for players in the Premier League, for players that are English. There's that kind of premium. They're too expensive, at times with a reason, at times with no good reason. Definitely. We brought in Ben White for £55 million, and Rafa Varane is signed for Manchester United for less than that. Jules Koundé is also going to sign for Chelsea for less than 55. If you ask me, Chelsea and Arsenal, who are doing the better deal? Is it Jules Koundé or Ben White? I think Jules Koundé is the better deal. Honestly, Harry Maguire is a 50 million centre back. Ben White is a 30 million centre back. So Odegaard is a better deal because Odegaard's ceiling is a little bit higher. With James Maddison, you're bringing a player. As the moment he hits Arsenal, he arrives at Arsenal. That is his ceiling. For Martin Odegaard, because I didn't tell you this. Sorry, there is no buyback clause. There is no buyback obligation in the deal, but Madrid have what you'd call the option for fast refusal. That means if we want to sell him, Madrid, they have the option to say, it's time to sell Odegaard. Do you want to sell? Yes. We want to try to buy him fast. Okay. We want to try to buy him fast. So his ceiling is, for me, a little bit higher than James Maddison. At the moment, what you would get in James Maddison is a player who impacts the team straight away. Odegaard is a player. Give him a season, and he can give you what you want, probably in the coming season. So we will need to be a little bit patient with the lad, but still believe He's a great guy. Very great guy. Okay. Hi Cossy, no sound. You're the only person who feels there is no sound. I can't have 166. I can't have 166 people on the show, yet there is no sound, bro. It's impossible. What are they listening to? If the owner can't bring money out to buy Maddison, then why do people want Arteta to go? Because look, Maddison is not going to play in all that, in all the Arsenal department. He's not going to be your striker. He's not going to be your defender, as well as a central midfielder. If the manager at the end of the day cannot put right the elements to give us results, he's got to go. And we shall have an Antonio Conte debate later on. Hi, Cossy. Hi, Dean Emmanuel. Odegaard is a fantastic player. I think signing him is a right step in the right direction. Looking forward to more signings. Big up, Seiko. Cossy, tell me about Martin Odegaard true transfer. You are live in Somalia. Thank you so much, Geoffrey. So the Martin Odegaard transfer is a done deal. The player will be registered this week. We hope he can be registered before Friday so that he can actually appear on Sunday for the Chelsea game. That is the information we have. A deal agreed, £35 million, 35 million euros. Getting Odegaard at this price is the best deal in this summer. I am glad we didn't spend 70 million for James Maddison. You know what? Let me tell you something, Noble. If some of you were Arsenal owners, you would be cranky. Yeah, you would be cranky because, at times I do have a chat with you, especially on this channel, by the way. And, you just show me you do not want to spend the club's vital resources. You don't want to spend, the club's vital resources. But you know what? For me, I really do not have issues. Yeah. I really do not have any issues with Arsenal buying Martin Odegaard and James Maddison at the same time. Because look, and I'm going to tell you this. We are not Arsenal bookkeepers. So we are not responsible for balancing the books. If the club buys in 100 players worth 1 billion and we win the Champions League and we win the Premier League, nobody's going to give a fuck. No one. Everyone will be like, we are the big team in town. So for me, buying James Maddison and Odegaard, if it wins us the Champions League, I care less. If they are 100 million, I care less. I care less. I would care less. But it's a good deal. It's a very good deal. Hey, Cossy, it's a good deal for us. The fee is a little bit high, though. Really? Come on. Come on. 35 million euros. That is less than 20. I mean, that is less than 35 million pounds. We're buying this guy at 28.9, 29.1 million pounds. Come on. So he says the price is a little bit high, though. We still need a right back, and our attack also needs a reframe to get Alba back to scoring style. Thank you so much, Jane. But I disagree with you. Absolutely. I disagree with you. I think Martin Odegaard, the price is not overwhelming. Come on. The price is not overwhelming. Come on. Sack Arteta or prepare for relegation. This is according to Joseph. My thoughts are very clear. If you want us to do, will Arsenal get relegated debate, I will prepare the debate with Arsenal fans and people that are non-Arsenal fans. But I don't think we are getting relegated. It's out of the picture. Like, absolutely out of the picture, bro. Out of it. Okay. Why a big team like Arsenal been so bad? Like, mention a lot of names late, but none of what they're looking for. What a team is this? Bad management will need change so fast. Is getting out. Is getting out of hand. This is Onyema. Odegaard is great, and tell me about Maddison deal. Nothing I can say about that. Abasi says, hi, Cossy. Don't you think we still need a serious right back? It's been a song. I mean, if you want me to, just produce the audio, probably, and because the videos are already on the channel. So if you want me to go and probably do a lyrics video of how how I've been saying now Arsenal should get in a decent right back, I will do that. Absolutely. Maddison, this is according to my soul. Okay. Is the deal done for Odegaard? Here we go. Here we go. It's a done deal. For me, I prefer Maddison than Martin Odegaard. So sorry. I mean, if you are in that position to sign players for us, you would sign Odegaard. You would sign Maddison, but you're not. So sorry. So sorry. I wish you were though. I wish you were though. Yeah, I wish you were. How many likes do we have? We have 66 likes. People, let's smash the like button. Thanks everybody. Smash the like button just once. If you have not already. Smash the like button just once to at least 150 likes. Onyema says we behave like Sunderland team, selling big names in the team, replace with none. Cossy, me, I prefer Maddison than Odegaard, according to Rogers. And so are many Arsenal fans. I think we are just a small club. Let's just accept that. I really don't want to defend Arsenal right now. Okay, don't want to. Because what formation do you think is suitable for us with the arrival of Odegaard? Do you start Emile Smith-Rowe alongside Odegaard? Sorry for that. Yeah, I would. I would start Smith-Rowe. I would actually start Smith-Rowe with Martin Odegaard. I would, because Smith-Rowe is so dynamic. And that's one of the things I really like about him. He's very, very dynamic. Odegaard is a game controller. I also like it. So I'll play both of them. Look, those men there can play a 4-2-3-1 and they can play a 4-3-3. So, but I think which is better, what is better is a 4-2-3-1. You play Partey and you play Partey and Albert. You will play Partey and Albert Sambilakonga in the pivot. And then probably Emile Smith-Rowe replaces Pepe if Pepe fails to work out. But I still believe Pepe is our Pepe would be our best our best man. Cossy, how far with the deal for Hosem? Not anywhere close. If Arteta did not get serious, we are going for relegation this season. Regis, let's watch the space. Hope you're not right. I really enjoyed this guy at Arsenal. He was very creative. Spin about that is the man spin about. If I was reporting for the BBC, I would give you a quote. I would give you a quote. Can Odegaard solve our problems now? Like 25%. Yeah, like 25%. The fall of Arsenal. This is going to Nelson. Arsenal, a team of fear to opponent. A team of fear to opponent. Now see them like QPR. No more fear to opponents. Okay, probably we speak about that during the Chelsea game. We had Odegaard last season and we did nothing. What's going to change? It wasn't Odegaard's fault though. It wasn't Odegaard's fault though. Okay, it wasn't Odegaard's fault. Thanks, Cossy. What formation do you think is suitable for Arteta with the rival Odegaard? Do you see? Yeah, I've answered that. I've really answered that. Okay. The answer is no. It's according to Nelson. Cossy, let's bring Awa and Max Aaron so we finish it. The problem is the money. Hi, Cossy from Namibia. Awa, 17 million euros only. Arsenal gets him now. Arsenal wanted to go for Maddison, 60. Like, seriously. You know, you make some sense. You make some sense. Can Odegaard solve our problems now? You must think long term. Martin is the bowler. I think he's like Ben White. You know, he's like Ben White. You can use him presently and one for the future as well. I wish we also get Housem Award. That's going to Cow. I like the way people are writing us Arsenal off. It can help us move forward because no high hopes. Anything is possible. Yeah, maybe you know what, Jesse. That is absolutely one of the things you can think about. But the problem is people are writing us off for the right reasons. That's my only fear, and that is what why anyone has got to be afraid. People are writing us off for the right reasons. They're not just undermining us. Yeah, they're just not undermining us. They're undermining us for the right reasons, and that is where the problem is. They're undermining us for the right reasons. Okay, just wanted to change my font, and there you go. I did that. 58 for Ben White. At least we should learn how to thank. Is it okay with Odd? I wish they add. It's okay with Odegaard. No, look. Being an Arsenal fan taught me to be ruthless, like ruthless, because Arsenal is a big club, right? So if take an example, if we signed in Sid Kolasinac and he is an awful player, right? There is no reason as to why I come out and I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm thankful. I'm not thankful. What the heck? Not thankful. Premium. I should have love. I should have love Arsenal to sign Housem or what? Okay. Arsenal have to win this game if they want to remove trolls. Seriously. Arteta should leave for the good of the team and the Arsenal fans. Who do you bring in? That's the question. Welcome back, boy Odegaard. Okay. At least some people really do have some love for Martin Odegaard. Hi, Cossy, any update on James? Deal off. No more questions about that. Hi, Cossy. We in Slariol want to know about Maddison. Deal off. Pepe key to what, Cossy? Pepe is the key to our season. In my opinion, Pepe is the key to our season. And I think he will shine this season. He might shine this season. So for me, Pepe is the key to our season. Hi, Kossy from Zimbabwe. How are you doing? Polite. I am really happy Odegaard is back at Arsenal. From Nairobi, Kenya, Kossy, watching you live and clear. What are the updates on James Maddison's situation? The deal is off. Arsenal is gonna be relegated. We hope you're not right. Because I saw guys waiting to slander you for liking Odegaard. Odegaard is a good player. Get last season's statistics for Maddison and Odegaard. Then they will realize how good, thank you so much, bro, Alex. We looked at the statistics as well together with the people who wanted to slander me as well. Odegaard can improve 25%, change Arsenal. Okay. From Namibia, I'm happy to hear Odegaard is coming in. All right. Mbaga Allen, happy for Martin, but we still need more players. All right. Thanks for the update, Cossy. Okay. Let's go for Housem Award. I'm sure we will get points against Chelsea. I mean, some people are gonna say you're deluded. To me, a 4-3-3 will be the best formation to us this season. Because totally, I don't like our current formation. The problem with the 4-3-3 is you're playing a high line, and you'll need to have very, very good. You'll need to have very good. You'll need to have very good fullbacks. That is the 4-3-3. We don't have a Cancelo. We don't have a Trent Alexander-Arnold. We don't have a Marcos Alonso. Oh, we do. We do have a Marcos Alonso, but we do not have a player like Trent. I think Tierney could, I don't know if Tierney could play well in a 4-3-3, but I think it's decent. I think Arsenal will be lit after securing Odegaard's signature because we really need a name, right? For me, I really like getting in your thoughts. I really do like it. There is more games to go. It's going to Kamara. I hate that mentality though. My fellow fans of Arsenal, be positive always, guys. It's going to Dennis. Hi Cossy, the Odegaard signing is a good one, but Arsenal are still failing to sign players that will make an immediate impact. I'm going to fight as much as I can to bring on a person called Harry Simeo on this channel. And when I bring on Harry Simeo on this channel, his channel is called The Chronicles of a Gunner, if you've watched him. Let me know if you've watched if you know Harry Simeo, Chronicles of a Gunner. And the reason that's why I want to bring on Harry Simeo is he actually made very good light about Arsenal's project being long-term rather than short-term. So that means our intentions are not to win the title in the next 2 seasons, but rather maybe in the next 7 years. So I will discuss with Harry Simeo. I will. Odegaard needs a team. He can't make it alone. Okay, this is according to Raja Braka. Arteta is the right man because he sees where to fix. Okay. What else do we have? Odegaard is the perfect fit for our creativity problems. He can do the connection between our midfield and the attack. Okay. Bai says Cossy, I watch him. Thank you so much, Bai. Thank you so much. And he's a very, very good guy, especially when it comes to analyzing Arsenal stuff. Charles from Uganda, who's our next captain when Auba goes. I mean, how do I know? It's the manager who picks that. Picks him. Cossy, just to be honest, bro. Will Arsenal get any point against Blue? But I hope 3 points. I will come up. I will do the match preview, and we will talk about that much of that. Is there any possibility of signing a right back this season? Highlight me about that. The possibility is there as long as Bellerin leaves. I know him, according to Obina as well. Okay. Compare for me Lamptey and Trippier. Okay. What's with Martinez? Martinez deal is off as well. My man, where is Shatu? He's a member. Odegaard only no good enough. If Arsenal sign him with Odegaard only not good enough. If I sign him with Odegaard, that's perfect for Arsenal. Good day, Cossy. Good day, Cossy. Much love from Namibia. Manchester City haven't won 3 games in a row now, but still we Gunners fans see that see them as favorites to win the league. It hurt me because of their quality and because of the manager they have. Do you want to compare yourself to City? Come on. Do you want to compare yourself to City? It would be ridiculous. It would be ridiculous. Like ridiculous. My phone has blacked out. What the fuck? Arsenal 3, Chelsea 2. Okay. Arteta right man. Okay. Much love from Kenya. Much love to you, bro. As well. And what's with Guimaraes? Guimaraes deal off as well. Yeah, the Guimaraes deal is off as well. Odegaard is Kawa, second to Alex. But still we need a playmaker more than Odegaard. Love you, Cossy from UAG. Right, thanks everybody for watching in. It's been very, very interesting to have you on. I would love, oh man, I mean, I didn't try to invite you, but it looks like your intentions are not really to call in, but I'll give you a chance. I'll give you a chance to call in. If you love to call in, let me know. Link is in the the comments. Okay. Arteta is still good manager for me. He can build up, just needs creative players. Okay, tuning in from South Sudan. All right. This according to Thon Duna. I think Coutinho and Odegaard will make a good pair. And lastly, still Arsenal. All right. So I'll speak to you very, very soon. Do smash like on the video, and we'll speak in the next one. Hey!